Hello and welcome back. I'm B-Ball Joe and this is Work as in Resources Soviet Republic. Today I will attempt to fix the rail and road traffic on this map without any roundabouts. Hey there, welcome back. So this is the map that Vincent submitted to me not too long ago and asked for some help. Vincent says, my second shot at a Republic on easy settings. I'm particularly interested in advice on how to manage public transport as well as railway layout. I have lots of buses that feel like they're just shuffling people about without much purpose, and my railways, especially around the steel mill, clogs up frequently. I will attempt to fix both of those today. Hopefully in half an hour or less. We'll see if that's actually going to work. This is the second attempt at this map. I know what's broken, so I hope I can get to it quickly. First, I do want to give you a quick overview of what we are working with. First, maybe... First. Let's say first one more time, and then we're good. We are playing on easy, so citizen reaction is easy, energy management disabled, all this stuff. You can read it yourself. Nothing wrong with that. If you are a beginner at this game, I 100% tell you, play it this way. Figure out how everything works before you jump in the hard mode, and in the cosmonaut modes and all that other stuff. It will just make you appreciate it even more if you understand everything that's going on. So kudos for everyone that actually starts this way. That's the way to go. Pretty simple. Then city-wise, we have, let's make this map a little bigger. We have 3 clusters of cities. The first one is here, Lolona. Yep, there's an airplane production right here. There's a, what's this, TV station. Cool. And yeah, there's a bunch of stuff going on. Right behind us is another city cluster, city thing. A lot of stuff is being produced. Honestly, I don't think there are any real problems because you have money. I have not looked at your loans once. Barely a loan out here. You have more money than you owe, so that is all great. It looks like you're doing just fine. So you're exporting and you're importing. Yeah, your economy is doing great. So nothing to complain there. Yeah, we have another little cluster here of stuff that's going on, and then we have the major city over here, and this is the steel mill that he's actually talking about. And yep, there are a couple trains here, and they will start clogging up even more in just a little bit, and we'll get back to that once it's appropriate. I want to fix a couple other things first and leave the rail to the end. And there's a lot to fix here, and there's a chance to do something pretty cool. I don't know if I'm going to be able to pull it off, but I'm looking forward to it. Oh, you have a dry dock here. Nice, it's actually working. There are people there. And, oh, one of the things that I wanted to call out, like, good job, using forklifts a lot. And kudos to using forklifts as much as you do. They are not amazing, but when you use them, they can be pretty fun. Look at this. This is all forklift territory, and that's great. Yeah, I know I'm moving around a lot. I don't want to stick around on one place too long, but yeah, look at this. This is great. I like it. I like it. I would recommend you use the modded forklifts. They're a little more efficient and a little more... They're nicer to work with, but it's totally... This is great. I like what I see. And you're using an appropriate amount of stations, of forklift stations, so... Yeah, no, kudos. Kudos. This one's not connected to anything, not sure why. Oh, most of these aren't connected to anything because you're not working with energy, so you don't need fuel. That's fine. I'm not gonna harp on that. So no, this looks good. Yeah, where should we start? Oh, there's a farm here. And just quick side note, you have 2 farms here and only 6 fields. One farm can approximately handle 24 fields. That is 6 small, 6 medium, and 18 large. So yeah, this is a little overkill, but that's fine. That's fine, you're learning. This is pretty. You have a nice little underpass here. You have your rail network. Yeah. No, let's start talking about rail. Just real quick, I'm not going to fix it right away because I want to get back to it. Overall, your rail doesn't look terrible. Just pretty simple. The one thing that once you click on the signals is you have a lot of stuff that's not blue. Why is that important? Blue is a block, that's what it's called. And the block signifies there's only one entrance on this side and one exit on the other side. Cool. Orange blocks or any other colored blocks, there are different shades of blue potentially, but all other colored blocks that are not blue are junctions. Junctions mean there's one there's more than 3 connections to it. So 1 in, 2 out, or 2 in, 1 out, etc. Like anything more than 1 in, 1 out will be a junction, or classified as a junction. Junctions are not the end of the world, but junctions mean trains can get stuck there. So if you have too many junctions back to back, trains get stuck there a lot. And if you have a lot of them and not a lot of blocks, it's just really clogging down your rail network. Single track like this is dangerous that you have here. That's just one-way track. It is supposed to work better now with the new signals, but I am not convinced by that, so let's just keep that in mind. One thing I would highly recommend you watch all of my rail tutorials. I think there are 2 or 3 now. The one main thing that you should remember is wrong one. Chain in, chain to enter a junction, and block to exit a junction. I'm still sticking to this. I know the new signals are supposed to replace the chain signals, but for right now, I still believe chain is better than the block signal. Once I understand the other signals better, I will change my mind on that. The other signals essentially are supposed to reserve the track that they're trying to use, and therefore not block it before they actually need it. But it doesn't work all the time, so chains are a little more stupid because all they do is look in front of them, and that's fine. What I will say is block signals are good for rail yards now. They make them a little more feasible, and that's great. Yeah, okay, let's get started on some actual building. I know what's going on here. You have 1, 2, 3 production zone or production processing plants. Good. These are all full of people. That's excellent. But you have something a little funky going on here. You have a platform that is full, and you have a train here. Okay, this one is leaving with... Oh, you had exactly 571. So this one was able to drop everyone off, but the next train is already coming with another 571 workers. And I think... what is it? Odds are that this one is not going to be able to drop everyone off. Let's see. These are just filtering out. That's good. They're emptying out this station. That is nice. So the next train is actually going to be able to drop everyone off. That is neat. What is this one? Another one coming in with 209, but that's a different train station. I would like to show you an example of what's going on here, but we need another train to actually drop off workers here. But it's not as bad as I expected it to be. So, good, cool, that's nice. Yeah, moving on. Buses. You were talking about buses, and yes, I can see a ton of buses driving around here. Are they all necessary? The answer is no. I think you way oversaturated your roads with buses because you were maybe not sure how else to get to your workplaces. And I will show you how we can make that a little better. A good example is maybe this one. I know this one had a lot of extra vehicles. Look how many lines are currently running. I'm going to pause the game so we don't have this jumping all the time. Look how many lines you currently have driving people here. Now remember, there only is place for 15 workers here, and you have 3, 5, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 buses ending up here. That is way too many. You don't need that many buses. And matter of fact, you don't need any buses. What do I mean? Well, you can use your bus stations to your advantage. You are doing it right here, and I know I haven't shown you that, but again, this is not the first time I look at this map. You have set it up here that everyone at this bus platform that you're transferring off, which is perfect, that's exactly what you should do, is going to this bus station. This bus station can only hold 500 people, okay? Can only hold 500. So the 571 that were here, there's a potential that not all of them are going to be able to find a room here on the station, and therefore they may not all go somewhere. But we can address that. Address the bus situation by using the max walking distance that you can use. What does that mean? Well, walking distance is about 400 meters. That's a straight line. And if you look at this, the distance from this bus station to this bus station is more. It's more than 400 meters, so they can't walk from here. However, if you look at And I guess there's a footpath right here if you're wondering why I'm clicking over in this area. If you click there and here, it's only 300 meters. So if you just had a bus stop right here, you could have them walk to here. You could definitely have them walk to here. You could maybe have them walk to here. You could definitely walk here, walk here. Not sure about this one. Maybe we can tweak it in a way. Yeah, if we put it here, I think a bus station here could maybe walk there. So yeah, let's just map this out. This is the best tool we have right now to do that. 366 meters, yes. I think this is an excellent spot for another bus station. Why is that? Couple reasons. The bus station from here will be in range of these two stations over here. Barely. So if we build a bus station here and it's in range of these guys, then that's perfect. If we have a bus station here that's not in range of these guys, we need to find a bus station closer. So let's just try that out really quick. Plop a bus station down, and make sure that you actually look at your passenger capacity. That's at the bottom. This one has 200. The trolley bus stop also has 200. Then the bigger bus platforms, the bus platform that you already have over here, that's 500 people. The smaller platform is only 230. Get the biggest one because you have trains bringing in people to this area, and this is just going to make your life a lot easier. I'm going to place this somewhere where I'm hoping we can shortcut a little bit of the footpath. Just hoping. We're not actually going to use this bus platform for... oh, come on. For bus connections. Oh, on that side we're not going to be able to get through. There we go. I want this to be as direct as possible. It's not going to be easy. So what we're going to do is run until there, above ground, then go underground right here. That should be good. Let's use the tools that we are given right until there. And then a pedestrian tunnel, connect that right here. That looks good. Let's get all of this built. F3 to hide the underground layer and show it. And let's see if we're in range. We are just in range. That was lucky. I wasn't sure that we were, but we're in range from there. We should be in range from here. Yep. So they're all in range of each other. So the first thing I will tell you to do is have people diverge from here to 2 platforms instead of just 1. That will help not lose any workers that are here that are potentially not being able to get picked up here. That's the first thing. Then the next thing I will say is have workers go to this platform. Why am I saying to this platform? Technically, you can say this platform should send people back here. You could 100% do that, and you will do it like this. And now people will walk back and forth all the time. They will never go home. They will always wait at one platform, go to the other one, and back and forth. Great. Eventually, they will probably get picked up or not get picked up. The problem is if you set it up this way, you cannot... They won't automatically go to any of the workplaces that are available around them. So that could be a problem. If you don't assign it this way, then they will just wait the hour here, and after that hour, they will go to any available workplace, and you don't have to assign anything, you don't need percentages, and honestly, that is the better way to go. So I will recommend you do that. Let's give them the opportunity to actually make it to these workplaces that we're talking about. There's one there, there's one here. There should be a way to connect to this guy. And if you really want, you can totally use underground passes as much as you want. So that looks like it worked. Make sure that these are all, yep, they're in range, they're in range, they're in range. That looks good. We do want to connect to this guy somehow. We may not be able to connect to here. If that's the case, we can always go underground if we really have to. So what I'm saying here is simply don't only use buses when it's actually appropriate and when it will be helpful, because if you use buses when you could have another better path to get to the same place, you're wasting fuel. I know this is not important for your playthrough because you're playing without fuel, but you're also, there we go. You're also missing an opportunity to declog or declutter your road network. And that could be important. Can we reach it? Wow, we can reach all of those, and I think we should be able to reach this one as well. So have you walk here, walk here. I'm not paying too much attention to the paths. All I want to make sure is that we are close enough, and I'm going to say this one is too far away, this one's definitely too far away, this one's too far away, and that's all we have for mines that we have available. So now we have all of this set up. Great. The next thing we need to do is remove all buses that no longer are required for any of these locations. You don't have a bus. You have 4 buses that go here. None of you are required. So let's delete them all. I'll do that really quick and then I'll be back. Okay, that should take care of that, and we have a lot less buses driving now. Will we have enough buses? Well, you do want to make sure that the places that you can't reach without a bus are reachable by any other means. So let's see what we have here. There are 4 buses going here. Okay, is this good? Well, let me tell you, probably not. First, you have different bus sizes on here. I understand why you did that, but this just means that the way you have it set up right now, they may clump up and you bring a lot of people in here to the mine. A lot of people can be good, but since this bus has a capacity of 95, this one has a capacity of 83, 3 buses will fill this up. You have a potential of bringing 4 buses here at the same time, and that's probably not exactly what you want. Also, if you want to space them out a little bit to give yourself a little better chance of always running the mine instead of sometimes running the mine, sometimes not, you probably want to turn on line spacing. I know you have this on in a couple places, but I would recommend for mines where you just want to have a continuous flow of resources coming in, just keep it on. The other thing, 4 buses for this is overkill. Why? I will show you. Let's just let this run. Here's the first bus that comes in. You don't have any workers on board, that's fine. I'm assuming most of these may not have any workers right now because we are splitting up the available workers a little different now than we did before. Just meaning that we have a lot of workers waiting here right now, but once they are done, and we can do it like this, once they're done waiting here, and we are at almost 1 hour, they're going somewhere. Where are they going? Let's turn this off. You are going to this mine. Cool. And now you're working here, and this mine is going to produce a lot. just a lot. The number really doesn't matter that much. We don't have anyone there, and that's fine. We currently don't have anyone waiting here. This train is empty. It's not the end of the world. Oh, the problem is that these workers currently are just waiting there. They haven't actually arrived here yet. That's fine. That's okay. That's not the biggest issue in the world, because here's the thing. I do know that you have this set up this way on purpose. You have this transfer here, and then you have people running off there. If you already have it assigned to go from station to station, you don't actually need to have the line set up so that it transfers at that station, because that just means once the train gets here, everyone goes to the platforms that you want them to go, and you don't have to wait that extra hour, game hour, before they do what you want them to do. So it's just tell them, hey, you don't have to transfer here anymore. All you have to do is just get off and get to one of the 2 bus platforms. So now you will have people coming out of the train here, 571 people. Again, they wouldn't all fit on this bus platform, and they will go directly to where you need them to go. And once they're done waiting here, if they don't all get picked up in time, they will go to the other bus platform. Cool. That's not terrible. Now, we have line spacing enabled. You remember? We just had a bus leave here. I don't know if he brought anyone or not. This bus right now doesn't have anyone, and it's bringing people over there. Let's see. Where's our first bus that has any people on board? I'm guessing it's this one. Where are you going? You're a full bus. That's excellent. Where are you going, though? Oh, you're going all the way out there. Okay. We'll just use this one for the principal. So this one's going to go all the way out here. This line currently has 5 buses on board, and there are 2 that just dropped off something. You're full, okay? You're full here. How full are you? Well, let's look at how many workers you have here. This working shift is actually pretty good. Well, pretty good, I mean, you're pretty close to the max, and you have a next bus already coming in. That's a good thing. Well, let's see, how are these buses? They're empty. It's not the end of the world. What I want to see is when the next bus gets here, and these buses are empty, maybe that's also important. Is this one the bus? Yes. When this bus gets here, is there enough space for all workers to get work? It looks like it may, yeah, it just works. It just works out that way. Do we have another bus that will come in here? I would like to make a point, and I can't make a point if I can't show you exactly what I'm talking about. I think you know what I mean. What I'm getting at is you had this one bus dropping off people there right now. That's good. You have 140 people. There are not a ton of people currently waiting here, even though there were just more dropped off. There's just not a lot there. So just the buses that are available are dropping off people wherever they can. Where are you going? Cool. Go to that station. Great. Maybe this is a better example. Yes, 83. That guy's coming in. Let's see. You have work for 1 hour. You have work for 2 hours. You have work for 2 hours. Okay, let's take that as our guideline. I'm assuming this bus just dropped some people off. So this bus is coming in. Note that this bus is going slower than its max speed. 30 kilometers is not the real speed. I think 80 is the max. No, 60 is the max speed. It's only going 30. That's for the line spacing because there are a lot of buses on here. If I turn the line spacing off, they will go faster. But then the frequency at the drop-off will be different. Okay, now watch this. There's 82 people here, so one person already left. That's because of speed. 83 people will be dropped off here. That's just possible. Cool. Everyone got dropped off, and life should be good, right? No, false. Let's find another truck that is passing here. So you're going up there, you're going up there, you're going through here. Great. You bring 35 people. Okay. I just want to prove my point. You're going to bring in people before the working shift is over, and then you will have you won't be able to drop off everyone that you have. Okay, that is really the problem. If you want to run at 100% capacity all the time, that's not what you want. Also, 95. Okay, this one, please. What I want to show you, and to prove my point, what I want to show you is that this bus will have workers left over inside the bus after the drop-off. Perfect. Thank you. And this is why you had multiple buses going to other stations afterwards. You don't have to do that. This just means that you're currently having a frequency and a capacity that's too high for this setup, and that's not working. So what you need to do is remove some buses to adjust your frequency, that you only bring enough workers in that you don't have that situation. So at this point, you have 3 buses on here that have a pretty okay line spacing. You're going 58 kilometers per hour. I like that because if they go close to their max speed, and I need to, oh gosh, sorry, too many windows open. That's not really what I want. What I want to see though is that the buses that are using line spacing go close to their max speed. You're going to the wrong one. You're going up there, that's fine. You're going, cool. You're going close to your max speed. That's what I want to see for the line spacing, because that means they are spaced out okay, that they can be efficient. And they're all the same bus, so they will use the same speed. These 2 buses are back to back. Imagine if these were full, but they're not. Then this mine would be overflowing. But you don't want that. Also, there's a lot of buses now on this line just driving. So what we want to do, reduce your buses. Reduce your buses to a reasonable amount. We have 5 right now. Again, using the same buses will help your line spacing when you turn that on, which I do want to, and get rid of the other ones. Also, enter automatically lets you select these guys. So, cool. That should work. This one's the last one. 2 out of 3. I'm okay with that. They're the same type of buses. I think this one is a little closer, so 2 buses may be okay, but I think 3 buses will also be fine. So what have we done now? We removed a lot of buses from this area that are not really required. These buses currently drive a little slower because they haven't bedded in yet, but give it a little time and then check the speed again. If they're going close to their max speed, everything is good. Okay, other problem. This, you have a lot of buses going here. A lot of them, okay? There's no real traffic jam yet, but there's just a lot of buses in here, which to me says most of them are probably driving empty. 32 workers, actually impressive that one has that many. 3 workers, 91 passengers. Where are you going though? You're going to this bus platform over here. What are you doing there? You're just kind of in the range of some things. Okay. You're just transporting people around. That's not the end of the world, and you're just dropping them off here, and then is there anyone... There's only 2 buses coming here. Okay, that's fine. There's this line that just goes in between there, and... Oh, that's a long one. Maybe this is a public transport that you were talking about. This is unnecessary. You do not have to move workers from one city to another as long as the city supplies all the needs or fulfills all the needs of the citizen. You don't actually have to transport them around. If you're transporting them to move workers around, I would recommend just building more housing in one city than the other one, because that will just help you with distribution of your workers a lot more. But you have this set up, and it's probably okay, and obviously some people are using it, but there's a problem with your passengers. Again, this station only has a 500 people capacity, or 500 waiting at the platform capacity, and by allowing passengers and students and everyone else to wait here, you are having less workers wait than you probably want to wait there. How many workers do you actually need? Well, look at this, and I'm not going to fix it all. You have a lot of buses here, okay? A lot of buses. And I would say it would be nice if I could see how many workers... Oh, here. Here's an overview. Show overlay. Citizens' current location. Workers... Either of these. Let's see. There are 5 workers here. There are 5 workers in that one. 3 workers in that one. 6 workers in that one. You see what I'm saying? There are not a lot of workers that are currently being moved around. Just a few of them. And that's not the end of the world. There are only a few workers there. Well, you can look at it. That's what it looks like. But you have a lot of buses just spreading them out really thin. But you also have a lot of traffic that picks up a lot of things from here. A lot of people. The thing is, that's not really an ideal way to go. And it's more because... you're using a lot of buses to go to the same spot that you could cover with one bus, because a lot of your industries don't require a full busload of people. There's 15 here, 15 here, 60 here, 30 here. You reduce that from 60, that's fine. 60 here, 60 here, and then I think 15 here is for the max. So you have a lot of industries in this sector, but you don't have much of a shared bus line. So you have a bus going from one place to another. I only know that because I already looked at it. I guess you're going here. Yep, there's electronics. This is working. This is good. You have an electronics drop-off right here, and you have another bus stop right here. You could have centralized that bus stop probably to here, and they could all be in range. Maybe this one is even in range of everything. You're just in range of that guy. You're not in range of this guy. Do we have another? No, we don't have another connection. But that's fine. Maybe this one's in range of everyone. Also barely not. Just barely not. I think we could go underground here. Yeah. No, let's just say, I think it could go underground here and then you would be in range, but this is actually okay. I'm okay with this. You bring a lot of people here because there is 150. That's a lot of worker requirements. 450, that's actually pretty close to a train requirement. 450 you can do if it's really, really close, like you have it here, but consider using a train here and not buses. But it's okay. It's fine. How many buses do you have going here? 3. Good. What you don't need to do is you don't have to set these up to percentages. It's actually a little easier for, well, for everything if you don't. They will, well, I guess your problem is maybe that they may try to walk to places over here. Okay, yeah, no, you're fine. You're fine. The way you had it set up is probably good, and as long as it's in range, you should send them over there just in case you're overloaded in some places. There we go. Now they're set up. So this is fine. The other side is the problem. Where are the buses that go, let's say, anywhere else? This one is going here. It's really, this thing is in range of this main road where you could have a lot of workers just dropped off at the same time. And there's 2 buses there. Then you have another bus line here that goes out there. This is probably okay because this is a little further away, but you also, oh, it looks like you started a cableway here, but then you didn't use it. Okay, interesting. What do you have here? Yeah, there's another bus line with 2 buses that goes out here. And I know that you have more bus lines. For example, here's one to the accounting office. Only 1 bus, but there's 1 bus that goes there. Then you have another one with a bus running down here. You get my point. You have a lot of buses running here to an area that doesn't require a ton of workers. It probably requires 3 buses full of workers, but not as many as you have set up here. So what I would do is reduce your buses by, again, using your walking distance or your walkability. The way we do that, and I'll play this around a little bit, I'm putting in a bus platform here instead of a bus station. I would like you to look a little better than that. Okay, can you fit in there? Cool. Putting in a bus stop instead of a bus station, because if I put a bus station in between here, you have a potential of blocking your traffic a little more, because anytime a bus moves there or stops or slows down, it will slow down your traffic. If you put the bus station here, yes, they will slow down while they turn in, but then while they're in here, while they're really slow, they're not really going to block any of your traffic. So that can help. Now, let's see who's all in range. We can put that one in range. We can put this one in range for sure. Come on. There we go. I don't think that this one will be able to... Oh, maybe? I'm not sure that we can connect this one. Maybe. If you go underground there, you could maybe connect one, but then again, this is a mine that requires a lot of workers, so this one is okay if it has its own bus line. 2 buses here feels very appropriate, and you have line spacing enabled, that's good, and capacity is essentially 200 workers at a time. That all feels pretty good. Over here, I would just say put in a underground path, just like so. One there, one here. We'll connect those. That should be good. One in there, one in here. Underground path, I don't remember. Yeah, that was a problem here. I couldn't actually get this to connect. So what you have to do instead is go above ground. It's not the end of the world. It's not quite what I wanted, but that's fine. I do think you get the gist, but just for completeness sake, let's just do this. Pedestrian bridge. There we go. Somewhere in here. I know you fit. There you go. You can fit there. You should fit somewhere here. I did it earlier. I know this works. There. Connect you there. And now, when we're done with this, almost everything is actually in range of what we want. We can... I think we can even reach... whoa. We can even reach the gravel processing plant over there. Let's see, who's in range? Everyone! Cool. So what you should do now is remove all the buses that go to all these places, set up 3 buses that go on a line spacing bus route that just drop off right here, and they will reach everyone around here. That reduces all of this. All of this. It's not really the snarl up that I'm worried about, it's just the... You will have a traffic problem here eventually, if you keep doing this. So this should help get all of these connected, especially from this platform. Great. Yeah, a lot of time spent on that. Not great. Now, this train. Let's fix the train network. Yeah, the first thing we're gonna do here is just understand that your block is too short. This blue line, when the train is at the end, is not long enough to accommodate the whole train. That means you have to plan for longer trains. Cool, easy enough. When that doesn't work, and you look at this, then you see this is a junction, this is a junction, this is a junction, this is a junction. I'm describing junctions not because they're actually doing something important, they're just not just one in and one out. They all have different colors. All the different colors, the first thing that you should say is, well, you should only have one color, only one junction, so remove all the signals inside the junction blob and remove them. Now everything is orange, so these should not block each other anymore. There should only be one train in here unless there is an absolute path to get out. Once you have that done, this train still can't do anything, but since all of this is a junction, any rail that you add into this part is not going to add any extra complications, just going to be part of the junction like before. So, yep, we added that there. This train can now go exactly where you want it to go before. Wonderful. Easy enough. Bye-bye train. Thank you. Okay, that was the first thing. The other thing you ask and I'm gonna probably end there. And as I promised, we wanted to fix the steel mill problem. Where is the steel mill problem? I know it's somewhere here. Oh, up here. Haha. Yes, and this is why I wanted to wait earlier. You see this? This little snarl up? Let's pause. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 10 trains. First, oh, 11. There's one sitting here. 11 trains. First, kudos. I love how many trains you're using and how you're trying to make this work. I love the attempt. That is wonderful. I want to take a screenshot that actually looks great here because this is pretty cool. But yeah, no, this is kudos for attempting this, but this is also an example of why it's not working. You see how many signals are here? You see how short the signal blocks in between are? They are hurting you. That's the thing that doesn't work. The signals, and let's go back to this. You see the colors? There's barely any blue in here, and the blue that's in here is not long enough to hold a full train. This blue is appropriately sized, technically, if a train goes through. If a train wants to pick up from the steel storage, then maybe not, because he will probably hang over one side or the other. So something that you should do here is, one, maybe use shorter trains that they can fit into the blue sections that are available. I don't like that. The other thing you should do is we should just fix what's going on here. So the first thing we have to do is clear out all the trains that are currently here. And because all of these junctions, let's go back to signals. All of these junctions are currently connected. This train went in here, but this orange junction has a train in it. Even though it's on the other side of the track, this signal is saying, hey, you can't go here because there's a train in there already. And that's why this one's blocked. However, this turquoise, azul, I don't know what this color is supposed to be. This color is also blocked by this train, which is obviously actually blocking this train. So this train can't go, so these are just deadlocked. How can you fix that? Not really. You have to remove signals, and it looks like... No, I can't. So now you do this, and this train will start moving. This train will kind of just be like, are you sure, dude? And you go, yeah, maybe. So let's get these trains out of here, and that should be good. Have this train parked there, that train parked there. That looks great. I don't actually want trains to go in here too much, so yeah. We have to clean out all the trains that are here. That's important. And after we're done with that, I'm gonna just turn this around that you can't get in here anymore. After we have all the trains locked in here, I will rip out all the track. Good, that one can stay there. Rip out all the track and see if we can fix it. Where's this guy trying to go? You're probably trying to go in here. That's fine. Yeah, I'm going to rip out all of this track because it's just not working. I can see how I can fix it. Okay, all of the trains are gone. One thing I did want to say, I do love how you're using the up-down for cargo and passenger trains out here. That's pretty cool, and I like how you implemented that. But yeah, let's get rid of everything that's not working, which is definitely this whole section. That needs to be different. We need to use some way of accessing all of these places without overloading everything. This steel access will probably get a separate line. That should be fine. It looks like this side needs to be accessed from this line over here, coming in, and also this line over here. So definitely some connection over on this side. There is an aggregate unloading station, I believe, out here. Let's put signals in here quick so they don't get any funny ideas to move anywhere. But I think we're going to leave this track right where it is because we can't really do much about that. But that also seems to need rail access from both sides, and that's fine. It's just this whole thing creates a humongous junction that doesn't help our cause. I would like to keep the quad track where it is. So let's see how much damage I can do by just removing everything that I think we can safely remove without breaking everything. Okay, let's get rid of that one. Now we have some room to play. Obviously, I have not removed absolutely everything because that's not really my goal. I want to make this work as much as possible. It's just there was too much going on there that was not beneficial to our cause. That just had to go. So let's remove the last stragglers here and the last stragglers on this side. Now, I'm not really worried about efficiency if we can build this with the rail construction office, just because we have enough money and we are playing on an easy game. I'm just concentrating on fixing this. How should we fix this? Well, I would say start from one side. Don't start in the middle, start from one side. And right now we have 1, 2, 3, 4 access points over here that need some way of a train to connect to. So let's have them join up in some fashion somewhere that makes sense. Technically, there's another one here if we only want to have access from one side, but I'm not sure that we require... This one can probably get access from over here. There will be 2 junctions out here once we're done. Just for right now, that won't be. What is the best first connection? I would say this one, because it's kind of not in the way of anything. I'm a little tempted to run this connection to the outside because we have a lot more room here and we could use it as a full turnaround if we wanted to. It's not necessary, but I kind of like it. I'm not sure that this is the best solution. Let's get rid of this road quick. Let's connect this guy. Sure. And this guy. F4 for snapping. Nope. Try again. Please. Okay, you don't want to delete that. That's fine. Let's do it from the outside. That feels a little better. Let's do it with this. Nope. Nope. Come on. There you go. I think that's connected. I'm not 100% certain. But that one can be the entry to this side. That's fine. We could do the exact same thing over here. I think. Inside's usually better to do it first. But there you go. We have 2 entries now on this side. We can take this back a little bit so that lines up a little better. Let's give this just a little bit of a waiting area called the rail yard. It doesn't have to be super long, but since it's already separated into its own section, I'm not that worried about it. And if we really need more room, we have room to the left and to the right of the tracks. Plus these tracks are already really long, so they should be pretty happy. So they can come around there and get to everywhere that they need to go on this side. I think that is neat. We could also technically allow these guys to double back on themselves, but I'm not sure it's not really necessary. The next thing that we need is give this steel mill some access. So how about we have you come down right here. And a steel mill technically has 3 connections. You are using all of them, so I will honor that. Too sharp of a turn. There we go. I will honor this. I'm not sure what it did there. I really don't know what it did there. We'll honor this, and then we have to get out of there. So this is our exit. This is our entry. To make it maybe a little easier for us, let's give us a little turn this way, and then let's turn back on ourselves. So this kind of aligns with the track that we already have up here. Sure. There we go. Sometimes the snapping is a little annoying. Okay, that looks good. I will complete that when we get to it, but let's elongate this one, elongate that one. This one, I definitely want another track in there. I don't know how long the trains actually are. I'm just going to guess this will be long enough. Just guessing. I have no idea. That may be long enough. The next thing that we need is give these guys some access to get out. Let's try this. This side does not need 2 tracks. The track can join together pretty early because the exit tracks never have to be as long as the entry tracks, because generally they will move a lot quicker. So let's, oh, you don't want me to do that yet. Got it. We'll just get really close to there. I know you have just the wooden tracks out here, and that's fine. They're a little cheaper, but we're just going to combine that. I'm going to do the signaling later, and this should be good. I would like this guy, yes, just like that, connect to this junction. This is a junction, and it's going to be a junction, but it's not a humongous junction as it is right now. And that is important to me. Building in the way, don't say that. There we go. There's another junction. Now, obviously, this needs a connection. It's not going to get a connection from the outside here. We could probably, and I'm a little at a disadvantage here. I don't know what your longest train is that comes in on this side, but ooh, it's beautiful, beautiful. I did not think this was going to work, but this will work. We now have a bypass that can, let's see, not convinced that we have one yet. We do. We have one. There's a bypass. Now a train can just come in here and go to this warehouse however he wants to, or they want to. So now we have an access to here, we have an access to here. We don't have a full exit yet, but we just found our loophole, I think. Let's see, can we, yep, I saw it. Let me, okay, let's just extend this out a little bit more. The track is not pretty. This is not what my channel is about. And everyone that watches my channel hopefully knows that. But this track will be functional. That is really what I'm going for here. Can we... I don't know. I don't believe that this is doing what I wanted to do, game. Just let me... You're not going to let me delete anything there either. What did you delete? Okay, I had a small crash there. I got us back into the same situation over here, or pretty close, I hope. Apparently I deleted this guy even though I didn't mean to. But there we are. I cannot connect this guy without deleting that train, so if we have to do that later, I will. We have all of this connected. We have an exit now. We still have this bypass that we had earlier. Everyone can get in here and out, and there's only this one little choke point over here. It's not perfect, but it should do the job for right now. So yeah, let's get this little entrance area completed. All we need for that is just to get these 2 lines lined up. Then make this a complete rail yard entrance. This should be good. Honestly, make this as pretty as you want, or as ugly as you want. I won't judge, because mine look the way they look. Now this is the steel mill. For the steel mill, I would like a little extra track. Yep, that's what we call it. Put you in there, and then this side does not need anything extra as far as I'm concerned, and we should be good for this general area. Have you come out here and in there, and now we are here. We are close to the point where we were coming in. And this is just the entry point. So you have 2 choices. You can make the junction that I usually make, that is just a flying junction that goes over this. And if you really want to, should I? No, actually, I can't, because I cannot go over these lines without removing all of that. And I don't mind the way it is. So let's leave it. I have broken these signals on purpose, so ignore them. I'm just telling them to go the opposite way of what they should go. But all we need is just a way to access from this side. A way, train, a way to access on this side. Okay, fine. F2 will show the way. There's a really big, well, incline here. That's fine. Let's just increase landscape a little bit, so we actually have enough room. Could we technically get a tunnel underneath there? Yes, but you would need a flying junction for the outside to separate the 2 tracks. which I'm not going to go over that right now because I actually like the quad track the way it is. So let's just leave it for now. Okay. Yeah, we're not going to make this super pretty. But here's our entrance, and they can enter now from both of these sides. That's perfect. Here is our track that we want to connect to. It's not pretty. It's not the prettiest, I meant to say, not pretty. But what do we have here? I think this is actually a really good opportunity to just do exactly what you had before, because they're trains. There will be level junctions, level crossings. There will be stuff that is not perfectly optimized, and as long as you can keep the junction relatively contained, there's nothing wrong with that. So yeah, let's just make sure all of this is somewhat leveled. Not leveled, but you know what I mean. And then just connect these like you normally would. Straightish line, not super steep. Straightish line, not super steep. Do the same thing on this side. Just make sure you connect to the correct nodes. There's one there. There is one. It wants to fight me. No, I don't want you to look completely ugly. There we go. Nope. Nope. Okay, come on, I can do this. I know this is totally possible. You go there. Okay. Should have done this on the outside first. But go to here and then to here. Yes. Cool. That works. Now we have a connection there. Is this the prettiest junction ever? No, absolutely not, but it's totally functional. It will do exactly what we need it to do. We can also, because we do have a junction here, we already have a junction. We don't have to be ashamed of this junction, and it's already going to cause traffic snarl-ups. We can just keep it. Like, this will be a really small junction, and it will be fine. We can just keep that, have a train going there. That does not need to be a crossing over here anymore. It can just be a one in, one out. And we will be connecting this to the rest. Okay, this one can be pretty simple. Again, because we have this quad track, which I really, really like, and I don't want to mess with it, but you can. I'm not going to build a flying junction here because honestly, I don't know. I haven't done that in this game, and I don't want to make right now an experiment about that. So let's take these back a notch because we don't need a crossing here yet. We will need a crossing 100%, but not right now. I would like you... Yep, that's fine. This does not have to be complicated at all. You did not connect. You did not connect at all. Try that again. There we go. Cool. They're connected now. I'm going in there. I would like... Let's take the straight point. I would like you... Sorry, signals. You are in the wrong spot. You see how this is all orange? That just means right now it's all treated as one junction. This piece over here and this whole piece over there. I will show you how to do the signaling in just a jiffy. Have you come in there? That looks good. Inside curve. Sure. Right there is fine. And then all we need is this guy to actually connect to the exit. Is that... No. No. I don't like that. I don't need him to do a crossing right out there. I'd rather have you come back to where you come from, and then these are separated. I thought I was going to put this on the same track, but I didn't. Okay, let's get all of this built, hide this overlay. That looks pretty good. Now all we have to do is give some signals in here. The first signals, like I always say, chain in, block out. Chain in on... Nope. Chain in on this side, block out on that side, and then chain in here, block out there. Then the new signals work for rail yards. I did say that earlier. So put a block signal in there, and then just signal this up however you feel like it. How are we doing on time? A little over what I want, but it's okay. Keep this blocked up. And then these, you can make this look as pretty as you want, honestly. It's not going to change much of the functionality. Pop one there. I would always recommend putting at least a signal after your junctions. That will help you release your trains a little faster. It looks like we didn't actually get connected here. That is nice of you to say. Are you connected now? Nope. Why is it fighting me? Is it connected now? It's connected now. Cool. Some more signal. It's not connected here either. Cool. I don't think that you will let me just delete everything though, right? So from there to... Nope. Okay, I guess I have to wait until that train leaves. Otherwise we can't do that. So, don't unpause yet. Have this one come out there. At this point, all I'm really trying to do is remove the bad blocking that I have. So remove all the orange in areas where I don't want it. Have that train there. This is our entry, so I have another unblocker here. Now this is important that they can get in and out. So this is where I will use... Yep. I will use mixed signals here, that the chain signal points to the junction and the block signal points to the factory, just like that. So they can go in and out there. On this side, you kind of already have that. I'm just going to switch that one. This is a real chain signal, so that can go in there. These will also be chain signals because, again, they're entering a junction. This is not an ideal junction. I could have done this probably a little better, but with the way it's currently set up, I am happy with that. Let's just put a forwarding signal right there. Pop a signal in here. That should be good. Yeah, I like that. Maybe quick. This is blue because this chain signal is red, which means, or the next signal is red, but this signal is green. So this one is blue because there's at least one signal that's green. Let's leave that block. This one will just be forward. This can be a little longer. You may have some trains that actually go in here to turn around. That is always possible. Have that signal go wherever it needs to go. Make sure that this block is long enough to accommodate your trains once they go past this junction. So I'm just going to remove that just because I don't think it was long enough. This junction is too long. Let's take a signal here. This junction is just a little elongated. I think that's fine. And yeah, we're pretty blue now. There is this big junction in the middle. It is not ideal, but I think it will flow relatively fast and you won't have snarl-ups. At this point, you have a crossing right here. That looks excellent. This signal is a little close to where you need it to be, so it's just move you up here. And actually, you are a chain signal because, again, chain to enter and block to exit. Nope, there we go. Block there, block here, chain here, and chain here. This block is excellent, good length, everything looks great. Nothing to complain there. These can do what they need to do. We will adjust this length just a little bit because we don't actually want signals that elongate things for the wrong reasons. Again, one here. Remove that one. That looks good. I'm not going to mess with your passenger spacing because I know that works relatively well. Okay. I am pretty happy with that. Let's get these trains moving a little bit. Again, this guy is causing me trouble because I can't actually connect to this piece of rail, which is really... I'm not a fan of that. Could you... You're trying to go there. Okay. After here, could you try to go to this signal? Just going to do this. Go to that signal. Remove this signal just for the time being. Can you go? Go to the signal. Go. Go. Speed it up. Go. No. You don't want to go there. Why not? Okay, there you go. Get out of that block entirely so I can put a new... And I know what you're saying. Well, these signals technically go into a junction, but they also go into a rail yard, and I know that the new signals kind of work. Okay, now I should be able to remove all of this nonsense. No, I don't want to demolish the building. There you go. That's all I wanted to demolish. Have you connect there, thank you. Have you connect there, thank you. Everything is better now. This train no longer needs its waypoint on its route, so delete that stop. Cool. Get you moving. This train currently is doing something funky. Can you go here so I can connect this the way it needs to be connected? What are you questioning? What are you questioning? Where's your stop? I broke something. I was just about to sign up. How did I break you? Where are you? You're over here. Oh. Oh, well in that case, I guess we just elongate this junction a little more than we already have. That's fine, we can do that. Not sure why you need this, but because it's here, we're just gonna make it work. Right there. Cool. Just put a chain signal here. Remove that signal entirely. Put a block signal right here. That train is not going to like where he's going because he's going to have to go find a way to get back to, essentially to this junction. And I hope he has a, well, technically he has a way. Practically, if that is really what you're going to do, then I apologize for not realizing it. But this is already a junction, so I don't feel bad putting another junction piece in here. That should be good. Let's put a signal there because that's too much blue and too much orange. But yeah, that should work. We should now be able to remove the nonsense from up here and then connect you back in, connect you back in. Cool. Yeah. I'm pretty happy about that. Why are you blue? You're just confused. I think you're just confused. Make sure that everything is upgraded. Cool, 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 cool. Honestly, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter what these rails are. There we go. That guy's moving. That's what I wanted. You still have a problem. Okay, where do you want to go? Mordred, open storage. Is that what I just blocked off? It is. Why do you have to go there from the steel mill? You have... No, you have a direct connection. You do not have to go to that steel mill, period. Sorry. We'll just remove that. And then you go to the customs house to drop off whatever you have. That should be fine. Turn around. Turn around, train. Turn around. Turn around. There you go. That's the spirit. Now you're doing it. Cool. Yeah. No, I think that's all I had. That took a little longer than what I wanted it to take, but I think we are doing okay. Oh, come on, train. You both should be fine. Where are you trying to go? You are wrong where you are right now, but okay. Turn you around. Okay. Good. This looks like it's not connected, but I promise you it is connected. I'm just going to add a junction right here. Railway crossing, something, something, something. You don't like that. Put you there. Get rid of the signals here. You get the gist. Get rid of that signal. Get rid of that signal. Now this train should be able to turn around. Yep, turn around. There you go. Are you going? There you go. And that should be fine. Oh, the problem here was you have two signals back to back, and one of them lets the false train in. You have to remove this one. You just want to keep the signals right after the junction, otherwise bad things happen. So let's fix that too. Let's put the correct signals in here. Chain pointing at the junction. That should be good. In this case, chain pointing at this junction. That also should be good. Remove this piece of track that we no longer need. Yep. This all looks excellent. I think all trains should be moving now. Let's see if I see any more question marks anywhere. Just scanning, scanning, scanning. No, I don't see anything. I think that's it. I think we fixed it. Yep, you have a nice little rail yard here. Not sure why both... Oh, because I don't have a signal here yet. Sorry, my bad. Did I make this too short? Nope. Two signals actually fit in there, and we broke. Okay, the game crashed again. I'm not going to fix it again, but this is really going to wrap it up. I really hope I helped someone, because this is kind of fun. Give me more traffic problems to fix, and I will. This is obviously not fixed because we have too many lines that I didn't want to fix all of them. But just follow the instructions, and life will be good, and the game will be good to you, and everything will be awesome. Thanks for watching. I hope you guys enjoyed it. If you have a map or something that you want me to save or just to show, please get in contact with me on Discord. The link is in the description below. And I'll see you again next time. Thanks for watching. Bye.